The terror you have just seen was caused by science fiction. Everything else in this motion picture that you will see is science fact. The phenomena you are about to witness could well revolutionize your way of thinking. We are presenting startling facts and evidence that take up where other explanations leave off. Some of these revelations may very well go against things you have been taught and perhaps believed all your life. Prepare yourself for the evidence which will follow. The producers accept no responsibility for any mental trauma caused by the contents of this motion picture.
Right there to the left. Look at this. Coming in.
Okay. Bardzo jakaś. этого ролика утверждает, что сидел в машине возле своего дома и увидел, как в небе неожиданно вспыхнул яркий шар. Не теряя времени, он начал снимать это явление на смартфон. Спустя некоторое время появилось еще несколько световых объектов, которые в дальнейшем стали плавно спускаться к земле и исчезли за крышей дома.
¿De dónde se va?
Papá, nos sacamos de decir que ahorita vamos a ver todos los puntos.
Sí, muy cómodo.
They're being surrounded by friggin' UFOs or the Coast Guard. I want us in. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 lights we see there. They've been coming on. They were 7 lights. Oh, this is a big help. They're keeping pace with us.
this video claims an alien attack occurred in Fort Worth, Texas on May 14th, 2011. According to this unverified report, the supposed attack resulted in 500 deaths and was part of a larger UFO narrative. The event was explained away by the media as being nothing more than transformer explosions caused by lightning. But the alternative version is way more crazy and funny. The roots of this tale stretch back to 2010, when the US Army reportedly discovered an ancient cave in Afghanistan. Inside this cave, soldiers found an astonishing relic, a spaceship estimated to be approximately 5,000 years old, known as a Vimana. The Vimana, according to the inscriptions found within the cave, belonged to the ancient prophet Zoroaster. The removal of this artifact was fraught with difficulty, underscoring its significance and the challenges it posed. Eventually, the spaceship was transported to the United States, specifically to a NASA research area at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. As news of the Vimana's relocation spread, it caught the attention of the Andromeda Galactic Federation. This advanced alien federation, concerned about the Vimana's presence on Earth, formally requested its return. The artifact's potential dangers were well known among the extraterrestrial community. However, the US government, intrigued by the possibility of reverse engineering the ancient spacecraft's advanced technology, refused to comply with the Federation's request. The situation escalated dramatically on May 14, 2011, when the Galactic Federation launched an assault on the NASA research area situated in a remote section of Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. For 2 hours, an intense battle ensued between the alien forces and the US military. The confrontation resulted in the complete destruction of the Vimana. According to the Galactic Federation, this drastic measure was taken to protect humanity, as the Vimana was deemed extremely dangerous, and its existence on Earth posed significant risks.
Okay, I'm gonna put this camcorder down.
Hey, this man's driving a boat home after a rough day out in the ocean.
By friggin' UFOs or the Coast Guard. If I want us in, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 lights we see there. They've been coming on, they were 7 lights. Oh, this is a big help. They're keeping pace with us.
Must be about 3,000 feet up now, I'd say. Wow, look at that. Nobody's gonna believe us except I got it on film, huh? I keep losing it. There it is.
I can't get it.
There goes a jet right by it. Well, a little higher. There's a jet, and there's the saucer.
Holy crap.
I got a better view of it now.
In the mood for hot coffee? When you are, nothing else will satisfy. Coffee has a flavor, an aroma, a deep-down satisfying goodness all its own. And our coffee has something extra, the care with which we brew and serve it. You'll enjoy the show more while you're enjoying steaming hot coffee. Come and get yours now.
To add to your enjoyment of the movies, we offer cold, refreshing, full-flavored drinks, choice popcorn, freshly popped, crisp and tasty, and richly coated taste-filled candy bars that are sure to please you. Yes, there are many good things here for your pleasure. Enjoy them.
Блядь, медведь нахуй. Нифига. Стой, 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 стой. Тихо, 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 тихо. Поехали, поехали, нафиг он нужен, блядь. Какой это лось, ты видел, как бежит? У тебя как фонарик. Поехали, поехали, потом. Она что, стой, стой, стой. О, смотри, как скачет. Две ноги. Отлично. Ну-ка назад, дай-ка. Назад, назад. Стой, 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 стой. Лосины? Какие лосины? Ты видел, он на двух ногах бежит?
نفسي أعرف هاي المحل. طب ممكن أشوف وجهك؟
Lo impactante de la situación fuera el comportamiento de esta señora, quien está notablemente molesta, es lo que está por suceder, ya que él decide seguirla, pero algo no está bien.
طب خليكي، ليش متخبية مني انت؟ طب أشوف وجهك. أقسم بالله العظيم الوجه تبعها. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. دخلت هون معقولة كمان. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم. ها؟ في حد؟ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. طب خليكي خليكي خليكي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لا 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 لا.
Una vez dándose cuenta de que no era
know that they say that that cave goes all the way to Emily. Nobody's ever climbed all the way, but there's another great big cave up by Emily that comes back this way. Oh, that's the legend.
That's the legend. You believe the red-haired giant story of Lovelock Caves?
Yes, I do. If you talk to BLM, they'll tell you it's a bunch of hokum. There was no red-headed Indians. Talk to my Native American friends here in Lovelock, they'll tell you their parents told about the Native Americans. Cannibals came up from Death Valley, covered them up so the natives would fall in them, and then they would eat them. They lived in the cave for a while and buried their people in the cave. They found a lot of mummies that had red hair over 7 feet tall. They were very tall. But if you go in the cave is all smoky inside. And my Indian friends say that they got tired of them killing their people, so they chased them into the cave, then built a big fire. The cave now, the opening has been made a lot bigger. It was a lot smaller when my folks first came here in 1945. So they opened it up. They built a fire and buried them in the cave. While I was working here at the museum, some people came from southern Utah that had been working on the highway between Nevada and Utah and said they came into a big burial ground. Red-headed Indians in that burial ground didn't tell anybody. They just put them back in the ground and left them. The Indians are buried squatting down, feet first, then down, and just their heads closest to the top of the ground. I have a ranch down in Lower Valley, and sometimes they would hear this whistling sound, and it was the wind blowing through the skulls because the wind had blown away the dirt, so they were hearing those sounds. They found my folks plowing the field, and they found a big burial ground and called the BLM to come down. They sent a lady. She came down, took what she wanted, threw the restway, and left.
Yep, never hear her again.
Never heard her again, and they found some more Indian stuff there, but not much.
Wow. Giants have 6-digit fingers and feet.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
And they go how so that they could, look, I have 5 fingers.
I have a cousin that married a Paiute Indian lady. She had dark brown hair. She went to Hawaii for 2 weeks. When she came back, she had the reddest hair you've ever seen. So that red hair could be, they might have had natural red hair, or they might have been the elements that changed the red hair.
Really a chance meeting we had here in the parking lot. What?
Sure want to know if he glows, but I'll keep going there.
Looks like a firework.
Alright, so once he's disturbed, which is now, if you can back off, zoom wide, there's a different crab that we want to try and grab.
Okay.
Okay, so here I am out here in September, and as you can see, there's obviously a really very clear planet that is right north of the sun. And wow, I would love to say it was the moon, but since the moon happens to be right here on the opposite side, there's no way it is. And since we all have been taught in school that Mercury and Venus do not show up, oh, just look at that planet just beaming and shining right now. Somebody tell me what it is. Thank you.
Up as prophesied within the Bible. This is an amazing footage I came across from 2020 in comparison to 2021 in the same spot. You'll see right now, here's 2020. You'll see how full it is, and you'll see here in a moment just the level that it's dropped to. Just absolutely seeing Bible prophecy in front of our eyes. And this we know will come to pass because of Revelation 16:12, when the sixth angel pours out his vial on the river Euphrates, and the water therefore is dried up, so the kings of the east can be prepared. So that was 2020, and as you can see here, 2021, and the river is completely dried up. We aren't at the part of Revelation where the angels are pouring out their vials, but it's moving towards this time. And I believe that this is a foreshadowing, God giving a warning for people to actually see that the Bible is real and to get their hearts completely right before the angel pours his vial on the river and it's completely dried up, and the four angels that are bound there are loosed, that will cause absolute havoc upon the earth, as mentioned in Revelation 9:13 through 15.
Dude, oh my God. Be careful. Yep, that's cool.
Two main concern bases within these United States that have some significance as far as what is it called the New World Order. Number one is Dulce, New Mexico. I was involved in 1979 in a horrendous firefight with alien human type, whatever you want to call them. And I was one of the survivors. I'm probably the only talking survivor you'll ever hear. Two other survivors are under close guard somewhere in these United States. One is not in very good shape. He's living in Canada. So I'm about the only one around that knows the firefight, that knows all the detailed files of the entire operation. 66 Secret Service agents, FBI and the like, Black Berets died in that firefight. I was there. Number one, part of what I'm going to tell you is going to be very shocking. Part of what I'm going to tell you is probably going to be very unbelievable. So if instead of putting on your glasses, I'll ask you to put your skepticals on rather than your spectacles. But please feel free to do your own homework. I know you got a regular clothes on, plus you're in a almost like a spacesuit environment, and you're reaching for a gun. It's not the easiest thing to do, and then to pop a clip in it and start shooting. And I killed two of them. Yes, they're mortal and they do die. However, in the process, one of them did this. All I remember is that he just kind of waved his hand in front of his chest, and the next thing I know, this blue beam hit me and just literally opened me up like a fish. And burnt my fingers right off of me, and it was some form of electrical force because the kind of like being hit by a lightning bolt burned all my toenails off of me, completely crispy crittered my left foot, burnt the shoe right off of me. All I remember was the smoking remains, and I'm still conscious, but in and out of, I didn't remember much. And there was a Green Beret that was right behind me that risked his life. In fact, he died. But he risked his life. He shoved me back in the basket and hit the button and took me up. I wouldn't be alive talking to you today if it wasn't for him. I'm forever indebted. He lost his life. 66 Secret Service agents, Green Berets, Black Berets, crack troops lost their lives because the government, our United States government, lied, did not tell us anything about the alien threat. There's a war underneath there, and I'm talking dead serious. It's been going on since that time. Since late August of 1979, our military, the Russian military, basically the militaries of the world, have been in constant conflict with the outer space alien. Now, I'm going to casually mention to you something that's very scary indeed, and tell you what the alien agenda is. And it's going to sound very familiar. The alien agenda is the complete takeover of this planet, the killing off of 5, 6 to 7/8 of the world's population by the year 2029. U.S. military has known about this for 45 years. They've told no one. The New World Order, the alien agenda, is one and the same. It's world takeover and the decimation of the population of this planet. Now, I'm going to tell you something a little bit different about the alien species. The bad news ones, there are 9 races of alien populations. To look at a human being as a bag of food. They're not cannibals. They don't eat the flesh and the bones and all that kind of stuff. They use the glandular secretions of animals and human beings as a mixture of the vitamins for their food. They get high off of our adrenal gland substances called adrenochrome. It's something like cocaine to them. Now, what can we do about it? Right now, if we do nothing, we can do nothing about it, and it'll continue to go on. Basically, we'll be led in the dark, and you'll keep seeing more and more people disappear. Right now, there's 100,000 children totally unaccountable through FBI archives, cannot be traced anywhere. They haven't been murdered. Nobody's ever seen them. I think they're hauled underneath in some of these bases, and they are summarily done away with, and they are literally eaten. Now, that is a scary thing indeed. The New World Order, the alien agenda, is one and the same. It's world takeover and the decimation of the population of this planet. Now, I'm going to tell you something a little bit different about the alien species. The bad news ones, there are 9 races of alien populations. To look at a human being as a bag of food. They're not cannibals. They don't eat the flesh and the bones and all that kind of stuff. They use the glandular secretions of animals and human beings as a mixture of the vitamins for their food. They get high off of our adrenal gland substances called adrenochrome. It's something like cocaine to them. Now, what can we do about it? Right now, if we do nothing, we can do nothing about it, and it'll continue to go on. Basically, we'll be led in the dark, and you'll keep seeing more and more people disappear. Right now, there's 100,000 children totally unaccountable through FBI archives, cannot be traced anywhere. They haven't been murdered. Nobody's ever seen them. I think they're hauled underneath in some of these bases, and they are summarily done away with, and they are literally eaten. Now, that is a scary thing indeed. And I'm not asking you to believe me in toto. I am asking you to seriously do enough homework that you can go out through the public record, through the congressional records, find out who's voting for what, and go from there. Do your own program, do your own agenda, and do your own speaking out. And if enough of us do this, there is some saving grace. However, we don't have a whole heap of time left. Technological governments on this planet are raping the planet. We're going to run out of everything that we need. They're going to pollute everything in sight in the better part of 20 years. Now, I know you've heard some poppycock stories. Oh, we're going to run out of coal. We're going to run out of gasoline. We're going to run out of this, that, and the other. And 25 and 30 years ago, you heard all this hogwash. Well, don't believe it. Basically, anything you read in a paper, you should take with a grain of salt. Start reading on what is missing out of the article. Ask yourself, what's missing in this article that I should know? Maybe that's the truth. Fill in the blank spots, so to speak. White copy is only one leg of the triangle. There are two other legs, two other pieces of the puzzle. What we have to do as a group of people, concerned people at that, and this group seems to be quite that, is we have to assert ourselves in a way that we've never thought possible. Now, I'm not asking you to do what I'm doing. I'm telling you, what I'm doing is very important. Every one of you is equally important.